Two.
Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Here we go. I'm alive. And I made it all the way back to Tuesday. Regular days. We're back to regular days. After we had some kind of crazy days of those other times, and now we're back into the regular days. How many days are in September? 30 days in September, April, June, and December. 30 days in November. April days. You know, that rhyming thing, or the knuckle thing. January, February, March, April, May, June. Then what you count the space between your hands. I don't know how that thing goes. It's confusing and never really works out too well. My friends out there in TV land, thank you for joining me in this very difficult time. You can call the number up there. It's 360-836-4384. You can get on and leave a message, or you can get on to the YouTube, the Zoom. We're on YouTube, we're on Zoom. Get onto the Zoom. The Zoom is at YDHWM.com. And that's how you get on there. So let's do this. I'm getting on the Zoom right now. Seeing if everybody's going to be on the Zoom. Or I guess if you're on the Zoom, you got to be invited or something right now. I don't know if I can change that thing. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. Oh, somebody's... Yeah, Freddy's there. Maybe. Hello. Hello, Freddy.
Thank you for admitting me into the Zoom.
Yeah, do you have to admit everybody? Is there a way to, like, auto admit? Oh, hello, Freddy. Double.
No, I don't think so.
Not anymore. No more.
Changed it, which is why I think we should leave Zoom.
We're gonna leave Zoom soon.
But before that, I was gonna say, you were talking about the knuckle trick, and the knuckle trick is really easy. I like, that's how I know how many months have how many days, you know?
Yeah, you say it's easy, but you've tried to explain this to me like multiple times. I still don't know.
It's like like the up knuckle is like a 31-day month.
Uh-huh.
So it's like January.
Yeah.
And like inside the lower zone, the like low zone also gets counted, and it gets counted as in February it's a 28-day month, but in every other knuckle it's a like a 30-day month. So
yeah.
Like January,
31.
February,
Uh-huh.
March,
Yeah.
April, May, June, July.
Yeah.
And then August, September, October, November, December.
What I always get mixed up is like whether or not the space between your hands counts as a space.
No, no. Yeah, that part doesn't count. Nope.
Well, why? Why not?
Why would it? It's not part of your hand. It's not a hand part. It's
yeah.
not the part of your hands. It's like the two knuckles like hit together. You know?
January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So all you really got to remember is that July and August are 31, and then every other month. Other than that, it's like every other month.
That's
all right. Is that kind of how it goes?
Yeah.
But
which is also insane. Like our system is messed up.
Yeah.
It's like totally messed up. So.
But October, because I know October 31st, because that's a holiday.
So like you have a pretty good chance of just assuming that if it's not January and December, and it's not July and August, that it's like whatever other month it was last, whatever that had. If this one, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I guess I just never know. And then whenever we get to the end of the month, I'm like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be?
yeah,
Wait, so
we're like in a
January,
30-day one, so like
February,
tomorrow's the last day of the
March,
month already. So
April.
fast.
Yeah, May, June, July, August, September. So September's in a valley. So that means 30, right? Yeah, I think so. I think the valleys are 30, and the hills are 31, and September must be 30, because next month is October, which is 31. So it's not June or July. Oh, wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Oh, July and August are the ones that are the same. The knuckle thing. Like, oh, you have knuckles? You only got 4 knuckles? Or I got 5. I guess you don't count your thumbs either. Because your thumbs, I guess, aren't knuckles. You only got 4 knuckles, and then you got your thumb thing. But you can still, like, I guess, hit people with your thumb knuckle. Yeah, knuckles are pretty awful to be hit with. But your thumb, not a knuckle. You only got 4 knuckles, because one your thumb
It is
doesn't
like
count.
a knuckle trick only, and you have to remember that the in between the 2 knuckles somehow doesn't count.
Yeah. You can still, like, wham somebody pretty good with your thumb knuckle. But nobody's ever, like, doing this kind of motion. Maybe it's harder to somebody on the side.
I heard you're not even supposed to, like, tuck your thumb if you're punching somebody. Not to change it to the subject to something entirely different, but... Like,
oh, and that seems obvious to me.
if you punch somebody like that, you're gonna, like, fuck your thumb up.
Yeah, you ever go to punch? I mean, oh, Jackson.
Jackson's got an opinion.
Punching a few things. Jackson, you got opinions about punching or about the month tool? Hello, Jackson.
Hello.
Are you watching on YouTube?
No.
Oh. Freddie thought you had an opinion about something. Or maybe you still do.
Oh. I might have an opinion on it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
About the month's knuckle trick? You know about the
punching.
huh?
Right.
Oh,
punching
punching with your thumbs outside.
Or punching with your thumb knuckle. I feel
Or
like
with
if
your
you
thumb
punch
knuckle, yeah.
You have to tuck your thumb, but if you tuck your thumb, it's like doesn't make sense to actually punch normally.
Yeah. If you're punching with
I
your
want to
thumb
protect
knuckle,
my thumb.
yeah,
but
protect your thumbs.
I think the best way to punch is like with the keys.
That's not even that becomes a stab. It's like no longer a punch anymore.
It's still the best way.
Yeah, best way to punch is with a knife.
Yep.
Or best way to punch is compromise and using your words.
That's a good way about it.
Punch at all.
Yeah.
That's the way I prefer to punch.
With words.
Verbal judo.
Yeah.
Punching with words. Pretty good.
Take that, you jerk.
Ouch! How are ya?
I'm doing okay.
It's kind of cold, or all the windows are open. Somebody came into my home to clean the vents.
Oh, wow.
My roommates wanted to get somebody in there, and they did that. Now the windows are open, but I think it's nice though. But I hid in the.
Good.
I was in the garage. I hid out in the garage while they were here doing the thing.
What kind of vents are they cleaning here?
I guess the house I live in has a historical plaque on it because it's very old.
Whoa.
So old it has a plaque.
Mm-hmm.
And
We got our vents cleaned not too long ago, and
Where are vents? What is this?
it's good. It's good.
What is a vent?
there's
What are you talking about?
there's
We have a furnace that goes to all the rooms that has pushes air
central
towards all the
air.
rooms.
What kind of heating does your home have?
I
Ready?
don't know. I guess we got some kind of weird boxy thing in the basement somewhere.
It's central air because unless you
Probably a
have,
furnace.
because I remember when I was a kid, I think my grandma. I lived in the house that my grandma lives in right now. When I was a little kid, it was my family house, and my grandma got it later on. But it was like we had individual heaters in every room. It was like electric. They're like
the
electric.
Cord?
They're just like electric heaters.
Yeah, those are pretty crappy.
Yeah, well, they were my I don't know. We're so.
I mean, they're not very efficient.
My mom would have us sleep in the living room sometimes because she didn't want to heat the whole house.
Yeah.
But now I think they got central air. They call it central air, which is like one heater and it just goes through all these vents in all the houses. So the vents never get touched, and I guess a lot of air goes through the vents. So it's like all this dirty air or something.
I guess that's true. Maybe it is the same thing. I like didn't exactly know what you meant by vents, but you have these like weird like holes in the floor.
Yeah.
That have like a grate on top.
Yeah.
And then occasionally
those
I'll
are the
like
vents.
pull the grates off and like try to vacuum down inside there because like stuff drops through the grates. And, like you vacuum it up.
But it goes like
I stuck my head way down in there and like looked into the. I guess it is the vent. Yeah, so like a vent. There is
it's a vent. That's a vent. Like Die Hard.
Around it, and it like wasn't flat. You know, you like think of this metal tubing thing as flat, but it had like it almost looked like a circular cave. We probably should have our vents in there, I suppose.
Sort of like hexagonal.
Dust cave, dust tunnel.
Yeah, there's tons of dust in there, so I guess these people come and clean that dust out like it's gonna be a problem, but I don't know if it's gonna be a problem. But now I guess the vents are clean.
Yeah.
Apparently. I feel the same.
Probably a good time to clean the vents now.
Yeah, before it's cold. I think that's what the idea was, but
well, also like after all the smoke and stuff too, you know.
Oh yeah, good point.
But I guess we didn't turn on the heat or anything, so when we end up turning on the heat, that's when the vents are gonna do their thing. So we got clean vents. I don't know if the vents were dirty before. I feel the same. But I hid in the
warm today.
garage. It was warm.
Warm.
Oh my! I guess it's cold now because all the windows are open because we wanted to.
It's getting pretty cold at night, but oh man, it was really warm today.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone see the
Aurora Borealis?
yesterday?
What was it out?
Apparently yesterday, for some reason, we were supposed to be able to see the northern lights in western Washington.
Yeah, that's what Heather was saying, but I went outside and I looked. I didn't really see it, and then I was trying to like research, and they told me that it was like so dim that you would have to like have like a kind of long exposure to even see it, but you could kind of see it. I couldn't see it. I went out there.
I went to like we have a water tower right near my house here on the east side, and we went up there to the water tower. And they've got a big like flat section there where it's like pretty high up.
Yeah.
They had like really large sky view. Didn't see anything. Went there like from maybe 11 to 11:30 or something like that. Very nice stars, but didn't see it out. But also the moon was super bright. We had like a really big moon last night.
Oh yeah, I saw the moon.
I feel like I don't know if it's like the eye exposure maybe. You're like your eyes are dimming themselves to the moon's brightness. But like definitely wasn't visible here, even though it was super clear. Like usually, Olympia would not be clear.
Yeah, I noticed it was pretty clear.
Yeah, last night on the program, Heather was telling me about that, and I was thinking that it's a little scary.
The Northern Lights?
Or it's like the Langoliers. It's the Langoliers, you know, like.
Langoliers are like Frequency. If you ever watched Frequency, that's how he was able to communicate with his dead father. Yeah,
not scary, Jackson. You don't think it's scary?
No way.
I mean, it's like
Northern Lights, though. It's like it's weird.
It's magnets.
Yeah, something like magnets and electromagnetic.
But it's like you don't see how it's scary to me. Like ghosts, it's like ghosts or just like glowing things that are not like.
No, it's just a natural phenomenon. It's like the atmosphere. That's way less scary than ghosts.
Yesterday, I was talking about how I think fireflies are kind of scary too.
Oh my god.
You don't think
Have you seen one?
I have not seen them, but just the idea of them seems scary.
They're so cool.
It's like, why are they doing that? Bioluminescence is a little scary to me, too. like,
That's so fun to swim in. Oh my god.
Oh, you get in it? I would never get in. I throw a rock at it
yeah.
and then run away because I'm kind of
Get
freaked
that
out.
Yeah.
swim in there. You can pee while it's in the water. Like you pee in the water, it's like you're peeing sparkles.
Yeah, I'll pee in it, but I would not get some in there. People have peed in there.
So I was like, I guess that's a good point.
But I just throw rocks in there. But like,
No, you gotta swim, and like if you're swimming out, like you'll see fish below you, and they're like boom, and then there's a line of bioluminescence that follow them. So
isn't
cool.
bioluminescence? I guess there's like bacteria everywhere, but bioluminescence is made by like bacteria and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're swimming in the bacteria. I guess you already are, but
Yeah.
now you can see
How
it.
they're lighting up though.
I guess it's the same with the
you can't
it's like
away
you're a scientist, Jackson. That's why you're not so concerned about this stuff. I'm like, oh god, I think it's ghosts. You think that Aurora Borealis is ghosts? Like,
Definitely not.
or you think that it's like my guilty conscience and it's haunting me and it's gonna
Could be that.
Yeah.
I can't deny that it's not that.
yeah, it's about like all the things that I think I've ever done, and like maybe I didn't like try hard enough in my life, and now my guilt is manifesting itself physically in the sky as the glowing green things that are about to get me personally, because like the major like phenomenon of the entire Earth are focused on me as an individual.
Yeah, it's definitely focused on you.
Yeah.
Everything revolves around you. No,
I do like to think about those fish though, who are swimming through the bioluminescence and like they like swim all their lives and like swim in the darkness. Like we think about fish a lot of times in the daytime, but at night you're just like swimming around in total darkness. But then like at the right time of year in the right area of the world, they're like swimming around in like this glowy, like sparkle, like glow thing.
Yeah.
Like, everything around them is like lighting up in weird, crazy ways.
They can't even move. They probably can't even see.
I mean, they must be able to see. They like see during the daytime. It's got to be trippy, at least.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever open your eyes with the phosphorescence going, like to see what it's like to swim in it. Jackson, like.
No, it was always at night.
Wait, do you ever open your eyes underwater while you're swimming at night?
No, I didn't do that. It's like salt water. I wouldn't do that.
Salt water is bad for your eyes?
I don't know. I don't want to have that in my eye. I mean, I think your eyes like produce a naturally saline solution. Isn't that what you put in the contacts? What is? I don't know.
It's saline something. I have some up there. I could
So that means that it's like salt water. Yeah.
I had my I knew
Probably
people.
kills bacteria.
One time I went to Palm Springs and we went to somebody's house and their parents had a saltwater pool with no chlorine. It was salt water,
Nice.
and you could open your eyes in there and it was nice.
Oh, you could open your eyes?
Yeah, it was totally
I don't know. I haven't done that, Freddie.
fine. Yeah, but I couldn't see the Aurora Borealis. I was out there because Heather was telling me about it, so I didn't see it. But why? I don't know why they thought it was gonna be here this time. And
There was like a solar storm.
in the solar storm, it's like magnets somehow, electricity and magnets doing it.
Yeah, geomagnetic field.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. I really want to see it, actually. But
You gotta go to Alaska.
Yeah.
Did you see did you go to the south to see the fireflies?
No, I've been Midwest and seen them. Like my mom's side of the family is from Iowa. They had them out there in the summer. It's pretty neat. Very cool. Yeah.
My family's from Washington. Seems a little scary. Yeah, the
mates. But
yeah.
they're pretty cool. They also have cicadas out there, and I don't think I've seen a real one, but found casings, and they're like that big, maybe bigger.
I heard a squirrel making like vocalizations today.
Oh yeah, squirrels.
I've never heard that before, and it was really weird. It was like this, like
Really?
it was going like, like
Yeah.
it sounded like a bird. I thought it was a bird. I was like, that's a weird sounding bird. So I was like looking around for this bird, And
Yeah.
then I realized that it was a squirrel. And I was like, the squirrel is making this sound? Like, what?
Yeah.
I never heard squirrels make a vocalization before. Have you heard? You've heard that before?
Oh yeah. I was tricked by it when I was birding, like first started birding,
Yeah.
and but I know better now.
You thought it was a bird too, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like a weird bird.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was doing that though.
I don't know. Squirrels have a mind of their own.
Yeah. Well, have you heard a squirrel talk before, Freddy?
He's gone.
He's gone. It was scary to me. I was like, this is unusual. I guess maybe I shouldn't be afraid of unusual natural events like Aurora Borealis talking squirrels. But I was like, that's not supposed to happen. It was kind of acting weird too, though, because it was like,
You're not afraid of the unnatural. You're afraid of the natural.
yeah, I'm not afraid of the unnatural, like Twinkies or something. Like, you heard a squirrel talk, Freddy, or not talk, but like make vocalizations?
They make a lot of noise. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
heard them? I like had never heard of them. I guess I thought like maybe they were silent. I guess when the rabbits get killed, they yell, but like it's only time.
Sometimes I'll hear squirrels and I'm like, what is that really irritating bird? But it's a squirrel.
Yeah, I think maybe I have heard it before, but I just thought it was a bird, and then I never realized that it was coming from a squirrel before. But today,
Yeah.
somehow I saw the squirrel, and it was like moving along with its, like it was obviously making the sounds. But I was a little bit disturbed. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I'm on the edge of being disturbed now. Little things
Yeah.
like squirrels. Like why are they doing that? And then maybe I have gotten the same reaction because I did like immediately run inside and tell like my roommates. I was like, I just heard a squirrel talking, and they're like, yeah, like. But it was weird. I don't know. It's not supposed to happen. I think the squirrel is sick or insane.
It was probably just like trying to protect its territory. I feel like every time I've heard a squirrel talk, it's because it's like unhappy that I'm in its space.
I thought it was a rabbit or insane. It was an insane squirrel. Like, uh-oh. Animals have gone insane.
They might have, but it's probably not specific to this moment or
Yeah.
an event, or because you're there.
It was, it was making the sounds. It was weird. It sounded like a
I don't
bird.
know, they do it a lot actually, so I don't know. I don't think it's like territory either, but I don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
the territory? I feel like most of the time they're doing
I don't think so.
because, like the cat is out and you know which one? Like
We actually were watching a cat in the neighborhood. There were two cats like climbing trees trying to get the squirrels, and the squirrels were just like they didn't care. The cats were terrible at like trying to get them. The cats were just like confused. They're like sitting in the middle of the tree like, how do I get up there?
Oh, the
Like,
cats
what
were
am
in
I
the tree
doing?
too?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were not. They were young cats. We talked to the neighbor of the cat owners.
They haven't learned a lesson about squirrels.
Yeah. But we just watched this program called Alone, and it's like the premise is that you get dumped in like they got dumped in the like big Midwest like northern middle north Canada, basically the Arctic, in like September, and their like goal is to like live out there with no like they bring 10 items and they live there.
what kind of items are these people bringing?
I mean, like bow and arrows. They bring these like flint things so they can start fires easy. But where was I going? They have to eat squirrels and stuff. But what was I? Where was I going with this? What we were talking about?
Talking squirrels, survival shows.
Squirrels. I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. 10 things is a lot of things. So I don't know. Like if I go camping, I probably wouldn't even bring 10 things.
You gotta bring a bullet for your gun. You gotta like that's each one of those bullets is like.
Oh, you wouldn't bring a gun.
No rifle.
A shoe.
You're not
It's
supposed
like,
to bring.
Is it a pair of shoes, one item, or is like each?
I don't know.
shoe one item?
Apparently, Crescent was looking up. You can look at what they would bring, but it was pretty interesting. And they lived out there for like 70 days, and it was like
Wow. Oh, that's a long time.
it was like below freezing for probably like 15 of the
They
days.
bring a tent?
They made like shelters out of like wood and
Yeah.
bows of the pine needles. They most all of them brought tarps,
Yeah.
but
Tarp.
Oh, for like moisture separation.
Knife.
a handful of their the people
Scissors?
on there, like they brought their shelters would burn because they would get creosote on the like inside of their shelter, and then they would just catch on fire.
They caught themselves on fire, or they're already trying to survive?
No, their shelter.
Sleeping bag? Tent?
Sleeping bag. Yeah. It gets pretty cold.
I'm trying to think if I was just gonna go camping. Somebody's like, "Hey, you want to go camping?" Like, I would just bring a sleeping bag and like a jacket and a tent. Probably like marshmallows. I mean, what else?
10 items is a bag of marshmallows.
Clothes. Yeah, clothes.
Marshmallows.
Like a knife.
Yeah.
Like vodka.
Firewood.
Firewood, maybe. I'm just gonna get that. Yeah. Like a lighter. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't. It's like 10 things is like a lot of things to even try to. It's like a lot of things. That's enough, but not for 70 days though.
Yeah.
That's too long. And then what are you gonna eat? But people eat. We eat a lot more than we need to
But
live.
like they only had like protein to eat, like hares and squirrels and a moose or a wolverine and fish.
Mackerel
like,
told
pretty
us
much all
that
they ate.
you don't. If you only eat, was it rabbits, right?
Yeah, it was rabbits.
It's like don't eat rabbits, I guess.
Where is Mackerel? That little British guy.
Maybe rabbits are like bloody bastard. Maybe rabbits are like celery, because like it takes more metabolism to eat them than it does to.
I doubt that.
You get more energy. That's what he's saying about rabbits. He was in
You
the.
probably just need like a lot of fiber with it or something.
Yeah, you gotta eat the pine needles.
He was in the British Army or something, and they told him not to eat the rabbits. I think is what the story was, maybe.
Better than not eating
Yeah,
at
but
all.
I think the story was that in a survival situation, that it's worse than nothing. That was like the story from
That
him,
seems
but I don't know what to
ridiculous.
believe. It doesn't really make sense to me.
That's gonna be some sort of calories.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like not moving and like staying still, like playing dead.
But it could be like celery though. You know about celery? That's what they say about celery.
Yeah, but that still has fiber.
Yeah, but I guess it's negative calories. Like you eat only celery, you'll lose weight.
It can't be that with the rabbit though.
Celery. With like rabbits, you gotta like put a lot of effort into hunting them.
Oh yeah, they're small. I don't know if
Unless
they're.
it's a snag.
I don't know if they're factoring the energy put into getting the food, into eating the food. Either I thought it was into digestion, but it didn't really make too much sense to me.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure. I kind of believe him, but I feel like maybe he doesn't think he knows what he's talking about because of his accent. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, you're smart. Are you smart?
Yeah, he's smart. I can tell by his accent.
I believed him because he said he was in the military or something.
Oh yeah, and he's in the military. He's
But
smart.
maybe what kind of military does the British have, and what kind of survival situation? I mean, what kind of you're not getting any.
funded like the U.S.
Yeah, but you're not getting into like there's like yeah, but we got like the like places where you could struggle. I think that if you were in the if you got like stuck in Britain or whatever, that you just start walking and you end up somewhere.
it's wet too, though. It rains on you there.
Yeah, but I don't think they got a lot of like
Olympians?
national parks.
Oh.
It's like the size of California or smaller than California.
Oh yeah.
So it's all full. It's all full of stuff.
Oh man, yeah, it's probably so dense there.
Yeah, if you're stuck in a survival situation in California, I mean in Britain, to start walking, find a bar or a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would do well in this. You think you would live if you got dropped? Huh?
I would live in Britain.
Would you? But you think you would live, like survive though, if you got dropped off in like the woods?
Oh no way, no, I don't have those skills.
You probably figure it out, right? It would not be easy.
But then,
really be like feel the worst of your whole life. I doubt you'd just like die. There's no woods left. Like,
yeah, I would like to start moving and try to find other people. That would be my strategy. Like,
yeah,
like I don't know what the situation is where you're like, oh, you're like in a plane wreck or something, or is that like the situation where you're like stuck in the woods out of nowhere, like? But
or what? Yeah, it's like. Also, if there is like apocalypse, that's the other thing. It's like, what if the world ends? It's like that's going to be very gradual. I mean, we should all learn techniques and survival.
But then you have like
ended for America.
Yeah,
I feel I could maybe start growing some food at that point. Like that's not like in the woods here, like
you live a year. If you manage to live a year, you can probably like live off the things you lived off last year, every year.
Yeah,
like, that's the thing. You just gotta live 1 year. That's all you gotta live, and then you can live forever.
Yeah.
It's hard to get food in the winter though, because you can't grow it.
You gotta.
That's true.
You have to cache it, yeah.
Oh yeah, you get bottles or something.
You can't get bottles, I guess, in the wild, but I don't know what the wild is. Is there even a wild left?
You have, I guess you have the bottles from when society was around or something.
Life. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna bring 10 items with me. I'm gonna bring 10 bottles.
Bottle? That's like Zelda or something. You're probably gonna get like a house,
cow's milk,
a helicopter.
Oh yeah, no one bringing a helicopter on this trip? That'd be a good idea. I'm gonna bring just a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dairy cow.
I'll bring 10 months of emergency food.
Yeah. Looks like we didn't get any messages.
One per month, right? That's 10.
Yeah.
Right? Should be okay. And then I'll live in the hut of my emergency food.
Oh yeah.
Until I eat it all.
Box.
Yeah.
Mr. Ginsu is talking to Freddy directly now because of the message. I think that's why.
What
really?
the fuck over, Freddy? Fuck. Kenny.
Yeah.
Tell Freddy what the fuck over.
Freddy, you can come yourself.
God damn. I missed the phone call. I just got all your messages and I'm returning your call.
Alright.
I ain't been listening to the news or nothing lately, so I ain't got nothing good, so.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna have to talk about the news. Who watched the debates?
I tried to. I couldn't. It was awful.
You turned it off? Yeah.
I kept trying. I like turned it off and I was like, oh, I should try again.
Yeah, it's bad.
Irritating people to ever listen to ever.
Yeah.
But whatever. And they won't, they're not being polite either. They're not like listening to the moderator and like waiting for the question to be finished. Why aren't they like at least letting him finish the question? Like,
what is this, the debate?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, it was awful.
Mr. Gitsu.
What are you doing?
Hey, you're there. You answered your reception, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. We're talking to Freddie and Jackson.
Freddie, what's going down, motherfucker?
Hey, you had a question for me, I guess.
Let me think.
What the fuck, over?
What? There you go.
Hey, I got a question for you. Yeah. Mr. Ginsu, I've been telling everybody that you've been that you were upset about the Briana Taylor, like the lack of justice.
don't you recall somewhere along the line, you see the cops and to get their gun, they need to be able to not shoot the little kid with the sucker or the old lady.
Yeah, yeah, that's like classic training game.
The bad guy with a gun or a knife.
Or the
Reminds
sleeping,
me of,
the sleeping person.
Yeah. Somebody who was not armed got shot as if they was gonna fucking do some killing and had killing on their mind. And what the fuck if that person was not, that person was their own person and not the other person. The person who did the firing, and they're two different fucking people. It doesn't matter even if the fucking, you have a warrant. It don't even matter if they ran in the house and were going to rob the place. They fucking, it's still two different fucking people. They're treating it as if it was a one people thing.
Bad.
Just because they have the right to defend themselves from him, not her.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of surprised, I guess, that you had brought it up at all, but I mean, definitely, that's bad. They shouldn't be doing it. Well, how are you? What are you doing?
Well, it seemed like a pretty raw deal.
Yeah.
Fucking somebody knows somebody.
They know it's a conspiracy.
They're not even sure that the Briana Taylor's partner, his bullet hit the cop. It might have been another cop that hit it.
Oh, I didn't even hear about this. So one of the cops got shot a little bit?
Yeah. One of the cops got shot, and then he, like, bowed out, and then everyone started a shooting spree.
Oh. I don't even know the story.
The guy, it's like, that is like home defense.
Yeah. They didn't announce themselves before they walked in, and the guy shot at them, and that's like what everybody was always saying that they're going to do.
Right, yeah.
So the first guy shot through the wall because fucking they were banging the door down, and he was giving a warning shot, and then fucking
warning shot. That's
That's what I would think the guy did. I'm not sure. I haven't seen nothing. I'm just thinking on how it went down.
Should not be doing warning shots. That shouldn't be a thing. It should be like a verbal warning.
Well,
you mean the police or the person in there?
Overall, the banging? Didn't hear nothing like saying they were the police or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, the guy. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, the guy inside. I think he thought it was her ex-partner who is kind of abusive, and so he was like, they were freaked out and thinking it was like her ex-partner.
All right.
It's very complicated, and the cops...
I'm still wondering how the sleeping person or the freaking person without a gun fucking gets shot 16 times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is that? That's straight up murder.
It's murder. Arrest them. How are you, Mr. Ginsu? What are you doing?
At least let me wake up before you kill me.
Oh, you're away. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Somebody got paid off too.
I suppose she must have been awake though, because there was a bit of banging on the door. Is what they said. So they were awake.
She was awake, but she was at least in bed though.
Yeah, I heard.
Maybe stayed in bed. I'm not sure. The banging when you do stay in bed and wait for him to come through.
I heard that was like a false fact on that the left is peddling, that she was like asleep and in bed. Maybe she wasn't still in bed, but that she was asleep, like died in her sleep.
Like she was somewhere sleeping other than her bed?
No, I mean like that she was killed in her sleep. That was like a false fact.
Oh, but she was still
is like still.
I don't know. I don't even really want to.
Well, what are you doing? How are you, Mr. Ginsu? What are you doing?
Pretty sad thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Either way, it's all fucked up.
Is that yellow fella on the Zoom?
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally fucked up.
Or whatever your name is, John. Sorry, John.
No, yeah, we're trying to not say.
John wants to be called John and doesn't want me to say.
No, you don't have to call me John.
Oh no.
JM.
Call me. We don't have to talk about it. Call me Bird.
No, Bird's not your person. You can't have somebody else's name.
We can call you Dog.
Okay.
But Mr. Gintz is on the phone. What have you been doing, Mr. Gintz?
Oh, hell yeah, dog's already got. Hell yeah, dog.
Oh yeah, we already got Dog.
I'm gonna be called a different animal every episode.
A different name for Yellowfellow or for John.
For this guy we were.
John is good. John's fine. It's easy to say
How about
John.
James?
James? No, there's already James.
Yeah.
You can't have James.
Jack. I think John is Jack, right? They call people Jack if their name is John for some reason.
I like picking different names and animals.
Yeah, you like whatever. Yeah. What, Mr. Gintz? What are you doing? How have you been? It's been a while. I've been trying to call you, but you haven't been getting reception.
Outlaw John.
Yeah, Outlaw John. That's pretty good.
How's it going?
How about Outlaw John? Outlaw John?
What? No. I mean,
No?
No?
For the future,
Well,
it's
You're gonna reject that?
it's hard to choose a permanent name. Like,
It's hard to say no when Mr. Ginsu just suggests.
Yeah. Outlaw. How about just Outlaw?
Skunk ass.
Skunk ass? You want to? Yeah. Okay. If your choices are Outlaw or Skunk ass, which one are you gonna go with? Like,
I'll take skunk ass.
you rather have Skunk ass?
Yeah.
He's our regular guest, Skunk Ass. The color of the program, Skunk Ass.
Skunk ass. That's fitting. How it, thank you.
Convoy. I like Convoy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Ginsu.
Well, how have you been, Mr. Ginsu? How's your uncle? Are you there?
Ginsu?
Mr. Ginsu? Maybe we lost reception.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah, no, he's gone. All right.
Uncle
All right.
living there with them?
His uncle, I think, is still there, as far as I know.
Mm.
He's in the weed room, the former weed room, with the hole in the floor. And is Skunk Ass gone too?
No.
No, I'm
think
here.
he's-
Oh, you're just not on the video, so then you're not
Not easy
showing
to
up on the
say.
thing. Well, what are you doing? I'm not gonna say that every day either.
Skunk
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
John is fine. What we have like several Johns already, so it's like one more is no problem.
How do you feel about
John
How
2.
about Ramdas?
Ramdan?
John, the sequel.
Oh man.
Ramdas?
Yeah, how about that?
What?
I like the color yellow. That's like
Alright. Yeah, you know what? I do whatever, because we should talk about other stuff.
I'm not much else to talk about. What are you doing though?
I just took a shower. I ate some cheese tortellinis with
Yeah.
pesto.
The whole point is supposed to be so that you get beyond the name, but I'm stuck on it now. All you did is like make me like reminisce about the whole name situation instead of doing the opposite of what you were trying to do. But did you make it yourself, the food?
I don't want angry mobs to come for me.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Did I make it? No, I came home, and my mom had it ready for me. She wanted me to microwave it, but I said no. I'm gonna heat this back up in a pan. I think my mom's addicted to Facebook. I'm trying to get her off Facebook.
What? I mean, addiction is defined by the consequences, and she having negative consequences due to her Facebook
Yeah,
usage.
she says it makes her anxious.
Oh yeah.
And she doesn't. And I think she's experiencing some FOMO.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help. The whole thing is so crazy. What are you doing? Like, if you think you have friends, or you think you're doing a thing, and it's so weird.
Yeah, it's just. I witnessed anxious scrolling
Mm.
Doom scrolling. They call
and
it.
glazed eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she should sit down with a nice
Cocktail.
novel. Yeah, a cocktail,
Yeah.
no, anything. But
What was I? Oh yeah, I was like thinking they had TV. I missed the days doing TV and phone calls and stuff. And TV was on TV, and you didn't have to choose. You just turned it on.
Yeah, that was nice. And then the phone calls. That's pretty old school. That was cool though. Like, you're like, I hope they're home right now.
Yeah.
Or you could leave a message and then they'll like call you 5 hours later or something.
The old message machines, that was really nice. You like
Yeah.
message on your message machine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Like,
you're
hit the
stoked.
button and like
Getting good mail.
Yeah, it's like it's only good mail. I mean, there were maybe, I guess, what
Bad
it's called, like
messages. Evil.
yeah.
The phone or like the kids on their phones these days, but I guess it's everybody. And now with like the whole like the social distancing thing, that's like your entire world basically.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna go out and meet people, so then you're just like on this thing, and the world is so divided right now.
I'm okay with not having to go out that much.
I
like talking to
I
people
kind of
over
am
that.
too. Well, it took me. So this is what I've been saying about this thing. My brother is back to doing like the thing where he's not doing anything at all. But growing up, I was a pretty big shut-in, and it took some effort for me, in my I guess I don't know if it's for most people, but in my teens, to go do things, and I kind of made an effort to be to be more social. But now I'm just like I've regressed back to that period of life.
Wouldn't this be a plot of like a Seinfeld episode where like there's a pandemic and Jerry is excited because he gets to watch Superman and like kick his feet up and eat cereal all day?
It's probably George though. George is probably more excited.
Maybe. For some reason I'm thinking Jerry. But I could see maybe George too.
George wasn't doing anything anyways.
Yeah, I think
George
George
was always more of the star of that show than Jerry was.
George is like Larry
I
David.
always thought Kramer
would want to go out. I think Jerry was would be upset about comedy.
Yeah, me too.
I see
And,
more
dating.
of a Curb Larry David kind of thing, which is George.
Wait, I'm turning this into a Larry David Seinfeld moment now. Who else thinks that Curb Your Enthusiasm went way downhill? Kenny, we might have talked about this before.
The new season, I mean, I like the new season.
Okay, I think we have talked about this before.
We did. I think if you go back and watch the old seasons, they're not as great as you think.
Ooh, I feel very differently.
Maybe you do watch them. I think you've.
Oh no! I've seen them many times over.
Like,
Over the years.
You don't like that the new ones. You think that the new ones are like cartoony, right? That was your criticism.
Yeah.
I mean, they
think
could have
Seinfeld's
stopped.
way better. I don't like Curb.
You never liked it.
I think Curb. I don't know about the new season at all. I guess I haven't seen that, but I feel like mostly the earlier stuff is always the best stuff because it's like what the person who thought of the show originally
It's not true to
Yeah,
form.
it's like
They're
what
not
they-
tripping over thinking that they have to do the earlier version.
Yeah.
of the show
They're
justice.
imagining something and this is what it is and they make
Yeah.
it.
I like it. Like sometimes you exhaust all your ideas, and then at the
Yeah.
end you're left with insanity, and I like that in a way.
I like the insanity too, but it's also in television. A lot of times it's other writers. I feel like that's what happens with most shows. Even let's take Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, for example.
Oh, good show.
The first 2 seasons really really good, and then
Are you talking about the reboot or the original?
the original?
The original, of
Yeah.
course, right? Yeah. Okay.
He goes to college, in like I think the third season, and then like changed the intro and all this stuff. And then it's all the writers. It's like you think it's a singular object where it's like this show is this idea, but it's actually like
live action shows about like school age people are hard to continue the continuity of because the actors are actually aging when they're like already like kind of old, and they don't really get.
That's true. It's not that exactly. It's like it's also like Third Rock from the Sun, where like the like first couple of seasons they're like doing it actually as this idea of like aliens on Earth. Fit in, and like eventually it just turns into like we have these like humorous characters, and like let's put them in like weird situations and see how it goes, and it has nothing to do with the fact that they're like aliens on a research
on that show. I would say the first couple of seasons they're like, whoa, this is weird, we're aliens, but by like season 4 they're like no longer identifying as aliens, they think that they're people.
No, maybe you're
they
right.
They still act weird because they're not human.
So they're acting weird because they're not human, but they are like self-thinking. They're like, I've learned about this thing, I got it now. In the first couple of seasons, they're like, they're like internalizing that they're aliens and they're weird. By the 4th season, they're just like weird, normal people. We're doing this thing, but they're weird. So
that's a good point. Yeah, but I do think like that progression is a real thing in television for sure, where the idea at its core is not exhausted maybe, but like explored to a length that like eventually like we're getting this sort of watered down, or like maybe it's a bunch of different people's ideas about the thing.
Yeah. I wonder, we're far into this show, and it's like, I think
we're still in the early stages of this show.
Yeah, we're still.
Are we still aliens, or what? I don't know where we're at.
It's not really. It's like a halfway. It's like a mix between a show, like a late night type of show, and like you being like a weird version of that mixed with a in real life streamer. You know, those sorts, the in real life streamers.
Twitch streamer. Yeah.
Monday, another day.
No, it's like
the
guy.
Today, like
future.
Check your balls for cancer and stuff. Okay, bye, future. Hey, everybody.
Nice.
That's a good service announcement.
I
do that because of Tom Green.
Yeah. I think I got that from Tom Green too. But how are your balls?
My balls are like weird. Like it's weird on the inside, and I can't tell. It's like they're like a fruit cocktail already.
That sounds bad. That doesn't sound good. Like,
no, it's been that way my whole life. They're like weird. It's like weird in there.
You can't distinguish two specific testicles?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. That would have been like...
But like, you know, it's like they're not like smooth or something. Like, I'm not sure how to like, find a new lump or something.
Yeah.
You know how they like automatically move like up and down?
Yeah.
It's so weird. I went to the doctor for that one time.
Like everybody has that. It's something weird.
Yeah. Weird. Why are they doing that? Why are they moving? That seems like a horror film.
James contracted some STDs, and it made his balls ache, and then he had to go to the doctor. So that's what
his balls ache.
It made him ache, I guess. He couldn't walk. He said.
Is it worse than?
How bad
must be worse than blue balls.
He said, like last week, he's like, it was blue balls. Like, I don't know, James. I think it sounds worse than that. Like, whatever it is. And then so he
did he go get them checked? Did he get this checked out?
Yeah, he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him he had STDs, and then he had to apparently there's a
curable ones.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he has, like, hopefully the big one, but I guess he went to there's like a health department person who calls all your sexual partners, like, instead of for you. Like, you can give them their phone number, and then you get a phone call from like this government department, which is, I guess, is good, but it's like somebody's like sitting at a desk. Somebody's job it is to like track sexual history of like people, and they're like sitting around with like a chart, like a detective, like strings connecting photos or something. Like,
Man,
yeah.
I mean that's what they're doing with the COVID stuff too, right?
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
we're like,
Contract tracing.
where did you go here? Yeah, contact
Mhm.
tracing. People have a hard time actually saying that stuff, but they
Oh
should.
yeah, they don't answer their phone. They don't call back. It's
Yeah.
not good. It
Well,
would
I
be-
mean, if you like have a problem, it's like you're having maybe a hard time telling other people that they need to get tested or something. That's scary.
Mhm.
It's too bad. That like it's maybe sad we have to have a government agency to do that kind of stuff, but it's maybe they're just like being realistic about keeping
Yeah.
people.
Somebody told me I should get a test because they tested positive for it's not gonorrhea. It's the other
Chlamydia.
something. Chlamydia. That was it.
That's the other
And-
like very prevalent one.
And I went and I got antibiotics and everything. And then it wasn't until recently. This was like a year ago. Like I didn't even have anything to worry about. But I took the antibiotics before I got results back or anything. But it struck me that it might have been just a revenge thing.
Preemptive antibiotics is not good either. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, like
So,
hey,
They were trying to get at you.
yeah. It struck me as a possibility at least.
Sure.
Like hey, I have this. Like I didn't ask for proof. You know, that's so easy to do.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Let me see
wow.
the doctor's note. We're gonna record a message in the future, and then I'm gonna call my grandmother too, because we only got 5 minutes left. Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hey, don't punch with your hand, your like thumb inside your hand like that. Punch with your words.
Yeah, don't punch it
Yeah.
all.
Or
Uh,
with keys in between your knuckles.
We got a hold of
We're
Mr.
getting
Ginsu,
attacked.
and
We're getting attacked.
Yofa, or this guy, is here.
Does John or Yellow Fella? I mean, does he
Skunk
have
ass.
seen yet? Future.
We talked to Mr. Ginsu for a minute, but I think he lost reception. TV shows and survival, and there was who's the president when you're in the future? Goodbye, future. I know. Was the debates like really early for you or something? The time?
6 p.m. Oh yeah, no, it's like 9 p.m.
Yeah, it started at 9 Eastern.
9
It
a.m.
was bad. It was bad.
It
I
started.
couldn't watch
It
it.
started at 9 a.m. on the East Coast.
No, PM. So it
Oh.
started at 6 here.
Really, 9 p.m. Why did it? That seems like kind of weird. But I'm gonna call Grandma.
Yeah, Trump was being a blowhard, and Biden seemed feeble.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was sad.
These are the best options that America has.
Yeah. Oh
These are the
no.
people to save America, Kenny.
Huh?
These are the people.
Hi,
that
Kenny.
Hi,
save
Grandma.
America.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. So where are you?
I'm in my basement. I'm at home.
Huh?
I'm at home. I'm in my basement. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. You home?
Yeah.
Are you in Dr. Andrew?
Well, how are you? Are you drinking water?
Yeah, I tried.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew's there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're here. So you can talk to him, okay?
Okay.
And thank you for call. Anyway, where I want to see you?
Maybe Sunday. Tell Andrew to pick me up.
What day today?
Tuesday.
Oh, another 4 more days then. Okay then.
Yeah.
Talk to Andrew.
Okay.
What? Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Grandma. Good night. How are you?
What are you doing?
Good. We only have about 3 minutes left today.
Hey,
3
Andrew.
minutes?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
How's it going?
Good. The people on the phone talking to you.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
Skeleton Cat.
Do you have work? Did you have work today, Andrew?
Donald Trump.
Yeah. You're a Trump supporter now after that debate?
No.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm pretty sure if he wins, we're gonna have World War III.
I am concerned about the collapse of society, like either way, really. So, like,
World War III, Trump, World War III. His vice president this time is World War III.
yeah, oh yeah, that's his.
Yeah, don't like most like dynasties in world history last about like the amount of time that like the U.S. has lasted?
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. Like we think like that it's like gonna be forever, but like Rome or something, like we're like probably.
America's a new concept.
I mean, it's only like about 200. What was it? 76, right? So that was 200 years and 76. So it's another.
I think all of them said that they were the best one too. It's like probably Rome was like, yeah, we're pretty much the best.
It's It's on the country's only 250 years old.
Yeah,
It's
not
raining
very old.
really hard outside.
It's not that long, but what happens? I mean, if the country somehow like dissolves, then we get to be Cascadia or something, right? Isn't that like what happens?
If we're
I don't know. I don't know about it.
Depends.
I've been talking about Cascadia. That's what I want to. I don't know why we're connected to. I mean, Yellow or this. You need a name.
How about
You know, like John.
yeah, that works.
All right. Well, John. Anyway, John is like. What was I saying? I don't even know.
Cascadia.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry that John is on the East Coast, but we're seceding to Cascadia.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, America.
Talk to him.
You heard it here first, America. We're
We're-
Cascadia now.
But we're taking America too, because I like the flag. So
flag.
we're taking it. I guess we're the USA. You get to be something else.
You
or
have,
whatever.
you have the American flag, but it's cut out by an evergreen tree, you know?
Yeah. Or we could be like
There you
east,
go.
like north. I don't know. I guess I don't want to be like Korea. That would probably not a very good thing to
You
follow.
can be like South Korea, that's okay.
But like, I don't know the history of the Koreas and how they ended up splitting up. But
I think it was the war from the U.S.
oh yeah, the Korean War. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
everybody's
so.
like-
I think it has something to do with it.
I guess I have very little knowledge of Korea. All I know about Korea is that that's
know.
like where people were like, I was in Korea, so I don't even really
Why
know.
haven't,
Did you know that Philippines used to be a territory of the U.S.?
I'm vaguely aware of that. I feel like in the back of my mind I've heard that before, but I don't know
what
about it.
happened at the Battle of the Alamo? You know how people say remember the Alamo?
That was like the Mexican-American War.
Didn't General Custer get like totally screwed by the?
Yeah, I think of that guy, and then I think of the Alamo, and then I also think about Clue.
Oh, was it not
like the-
Custer's Last Stand? Either way, it was America lost, right?
I mean, I'm thinking about General Mustard.
I thought they took Texas from Mexico.
I like saying
Alamo
remember the
was, like,
Alamo.
they all died.
I don't know. Maybe we should look up history more. Or we're going to be repeating it soon. But the program's over. We made it all the way through.
What
Remember the
about
Alamo.
Benghazi, though?
America took the Philippines from General Custer at the Battle of the Alamo.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Jackson. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks, John and Mr. Ginsu.
Call me Yellow Fella.
All right, here's the credits. Dun, 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 dun.
You got some cute footage there. Can you?
I got you pinned. I got the are those foxes?
Whoa, pin, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's Tuesday.
Wow, only one more day in September.
Wow, warranty CD from 22 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out, yeah, YDHWM.com.
Maybe tomorrow we should talk about Scary Month.
Yeah, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna do Scary Month. 368 364 304. Holy message, get on TV. I like Scary Month. What a nice to have me, but the whole world's scary. It's like Scary Life now, but still.
Yeah.
Might be the scariest Scary Month ever.
UFO FBI, yeah, that's what we always talk about during Scary Month anyways, that real scares, like instead of like diseases instead of ghosts. TCTV, little baby, dirty, father's great grandpa, plus content, most of this kind of awesome. Tell you what, say thank you and viewers as you're watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog!
Oh yeah, fox.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.